Hello guys, welcome back, and in today's video we're gonna go over all of the rewards, how many pulls, how many rewards we get from all of the events. We're gonna go over all of the events in detail, as details as possible, as much details as possible, and we're gonna go over all of the information about phase 1 and phase 2 of the event, okay? Now, before we begin, I stream on Twitch, so if you want to come say hi or whatever we want to do on the stream, ask me something or participate in something I do, come to twitch.tv/Jakazin and follow, okay? Now, let's begin. First of all, I will be using some of the X official account screenshot that they shared with us a couple days ago, and plus some of my own, okay? With all of the rewards, how many rewards do we need, etc. Now, first of all, we're going to have the same layout that we got in 1.1. It's going to be the story, when you do like the story, and then there's going to be crisis mode or exploration mode in the stages, and then it's going to be crisis mode, unlocking like a week later, and then by doing the stages you get the tokens, and with the tokens you can buy stuff from the shop, okay? After you complete all of the story, including the exploration mode, you will have a total of 1,320 crystals. In phase 1 shop, you're going to be able to buy the new side tube, Beyond Wonderland. You're going to be able to buy 2 pulls, 3 golden fleeces, 5 hens, and and then 8 wormling skeletons, Nell, Glorious Nell, and other materials just like purple and wilderness stuff, okay? In the UTTU shop, you're going to be able to buy the eagle skin, the casket, golden nails, 6 yellow books for Plant of Flatus, so Changeling, 2 golden XP for the side tube, and then the rest, which is the usual cacophony, bird, ingot, more books, purple tier, more XP, purple tier, and other materials, which is the usual stuff that you can find in UTTU. Now, to buy stuff from the shop, you need Screams, which is the new name of the token. It's like horror themed, okay? And you need a total of 79,000 Screams to buy everything from the phase 1 shop, okay? So to buy everything besides the infinite resources, you need 79,000 Screams. Now, moving on the next one. As you can see here, we have the Tooth Fairy character story and the Summon Banner. Now, the Tooth Fairy character story is going to be a puzzle oriented. Now you might see ulterior information, more deep information while I'm speaking. It's going to look like the hippie one, where like you have the little Tooth Fairy pawn, and you move it, and you need to solve some puzzle to get to the exit. Okay, so that's what's about, and those are the rewards. Now, the banner, of course, is going to be the actual banner, and you have Tooth Fairy, Blondie, and Bkornblume, which is extremely good, okay? So we're not going to talk about the banner, because I'm going to talk about the characters themselves and the value of the banner in other videos. And also, I already did a Blondie guide. If you guys are curious, go back to the channel. There is a Blondie guide there. Now, moving on the next slide, we have, this is the second phase. On second phase, we're going to have a special event called, it's a character story, but it's going to be a new event that we haven't seen before for Changeling. Changeling is going to be like a sort of a school arc, okay? It's going to look like this. Pardon my paint, because I don't have like a screenshot, but I know how it looks like. So it looks like this. And you're going to have like the days, and then you're going to have like your stats, and then you can choose to do whatever you want, like take classes, rest, visit, stuff like that. And then you move through the days, and there's more to it. It is just a panel when you start, and then there's other places that you can go. It's going to look different, like, but that's the main menu, okay? So by doing that, going to school and doing like lessons and getting good rates, stuff like that, at the end you can strive to finish it, and at the end you just graduate. Now, this is the banner. The Changeling Banner is going to have a Changeling, Horrorpedia, and Necrologist. I always say necromancer. I don't know why. It's a decent banner. For all of you that don't have a necrologist, picking up one necrologist is pretty good. Of course, P5 necrologist is good, but just one, if you don't have it, already enables you to do like a sort of pickles replacement. It's not a replacement, but you know what I mean, okay? And also on top of that, you have the deny death and stuff like that. A Horrorpedia is a good unit. It's like a fairly decent unit. You can use him as a main DPS, or you can use him as a kind of a support, okay? Because he has Dispel and stuff like that. Now, Changeling, there's no need to tell you how good Changeling is, how powerful Changeling is, but if you do need something, I will be releasing a guide in a couple of days. So if you need more information about Jessica Changeling, then you can wait a little bit. If you're watching the video in the future, then maybe it's already there. Go check. Go check in the channel if there is a video, right? Moving on. Next, is going to have a camping safety guide. On the screenshot here, it says, for the campers who wish to enjoy a holiday, detailed safety guide is indispensable. Right? Now, this is basically, you know how when you unlock Grand Orchestra, do you have to go through a bunch of like tutorial stages that like ease you into the various mechanics? This is going to be something similar. You're going to have a bunch of like stages you have to clear in a certain way, like a certain mechanic playing in the different stages. By doing that, you get rewards. These are the rewards, of course. Then, a tooth for a tooth is a special mini game that we can do. It's gonna be released on phase 2, so it's not gonna have it on phase 1. It's gonna be on phase 2, and you basically talk with this rabbit, and you can bargain a certain price, try to lower the price, and get as many molars as possible. And you can do it like once a day or something. So it's a daily thing, right? And by doing so, you gain more and more and more molars. And after a certain threshold of molars, there are different achievements, different checkpoints, and you can get up to these rewards at the end by doing all of the molars. And I believe there is a total of 50 molars that are getting tracked. So there's like different achievements up until 50,000. Okay, so after 50,000, you bought everything and you're good to go. Now moving on, these UTTU coming back. Of course, there is UTTU coming back, and there is 21 new cards for Horrorpedia, Blarney, Changeling, and Tooth Fairy, and there are, I believe, 4 new Vertin cards, and there also is a Vertin select card selector, so that's gonna be cooler, because like now we can actually choose which one we want. Now it might not be available immediately. We're gonna see what are the requirements. Maybe it's locked behind some achievements, but we have 21 new cards and 4 new Vertin cards. That said, I think that covers everything. Actually, let me touch a little bit on the camping. On the campsite handbook, the campsite is basically an event that it's inside the story, okay? There's gonna be like a toggle when you can actually choose and go check the event. Because you have like a mini story to do from the campsite section, and by doing the story you get some wood. You also have a lot of achievements to do, and a lot of achievement and challenges to reach inside this campsite. They give you more wood. What do you do with the wood? With the wood, you can actually like increase the power of the structure that you're gonna have, because it's gonna look like this, right? And again, sorry for the paint, but that's the only way I could do it. So it's gonna look more or like this. And you're going to have different structures, and you're going to have also traps that are laid down. With your wood, you can use it to upgrade your campsite pieces, your campsite buildings, facilities, including the trap. And those basically actually give you stats for your combat. So you're going to be stronger in the combat thanks to the upgrade of those facilities. So this is a event that goes like in parallel with the story. So for all of you that maybe are new or something like that, are struggling clearing some stages because you just came into the game, right? You just like started the game in 1.2, for example. It might be there's a lot of you, the guys that actually were new in 1.1, so that actually happens. So I'm assuming that's why the campsite handbook has this this system that gives you actual more power to do the story with. Okay, so that's gonna help everybody struggling, and by doing that, you also get some rewards, which you are seeing here. So that was the campsite handbook. Let's move on into the second part, which are, besides UTTU, we're gonna get new things, such as new wilderness, forest of silence. It's gonna look like this. It's part of the trailer, and it's gonna be really cool to do because I really like the horror theme in general. So I really enjoy this new forest, and it's basically the same way. You just gather enough wilderness shells, and then you just buy it. Okay. It's gonna be like probably like 7,000 or something. So hoard them now. Maybe you have still enough time to get as many as you can. And then we have, of course, the free skin, which is in UTTU shop, and you can buy the 6th Sense team skin, which is free for Eagle, which I believe comes from a popular movie, but I don't remember what it is. So let me know. Do you know what movie that comes from? Right? If you know, let me know. Now, then also we have more things, such as a new battle pass with a skin. If you buy the battle pass, you're gonna get for free, quote unquote, a new Bkornblume skin. Okay, so every Bkornblume enjoyer, now you're gonna have a cooler skin to use your Bkornblume. Now, besides that, we have some paid with crystals skins of the horror show theme, which are Sotheby, Deep Curtain Sotheby, and Breathing in Silence X. Okay, they look pretty good actually. I'm kind of keen to buy them, to be honest. They're really good, especially X. I mean, I like Sotheby as well, but X is really good. So those are the skins. Moving on, we have, of course, 7 days in phase 1 and 7 days in phase 2 for a total of 14 pools for free. Just log into the game and claim them. Of course, you have to log into the game to claim them. You have to click and claim, otherwise you're gonna miss. So keep that in mind. You can have 7 on phase 1 and 7 on phase 2 whenever. So whenever is phase 2, it doesn't really matter. I believe it's like December 28th. So moving on, we have some paid packs in case you are interested. All of you free to play, you are good to go. But all of you payers, we have some actual packs here going on. The usual setup, the usual schematic. We have the 199 with 2 Unilogs and 1 Pickrasma candy. This one is the level, the one that gives you 60. Okay. Then we have the 499, gives you 4 Unilogs. Moment of Dissonance, 30k Sharpodonty, and 1 Pickrasma candy. The 1499 that gives you probably like 8 pulls, more or less. It gives you like 4 Unilogs and 1000 crystal drops and 30 golden thoughts. Yep, that's pretty good. And then we have the big boy ones that are 29 and 49 that gives you pretty much like 18 and like 25 pulls. Like 18 on the 29.99 and 25 pulls on the 14.99. But the 49.99 also gives you a lot of good juice, which is like 1 gluttony. That's it, boom, just 1 gluttony. Crystal casket, 100,000 Sharpodonty, 150k dust, and 20 delicate inside caskets that you can change for any material you need, right? So that's pretty good. You also have 2 6.99 packs. They're probably gonna appear 6.99 in the first phase and 6.99 in the second phase. That gives us a good amount, gives you like some materials. It doesn't give you pulls, but it gives you a lot of good materials, especially selectable material crates. Okay, selectable material crates. So, and then we have a New Year special, which is the biggest pack, I believe, and it's 65.99, and basically gives you 10 pulls, 5,000 clear drops, which is like probably another 10 pull. It's a little more than 10 pull. So it's like probably like 26, 27 pulls, 150k Sharpo, and 200k dust, right? So let me know if I forgot anything. I don't think so. If I forgot anything, it will be edited back. So if you're looking at the video, everything is probably fine. So thank you for watching. Leave a like if you want to leave a like. Go follow my Twitch at twitch.tv/Jakazin. Subscribe for more. And if you're watching this video when it opens, when it drops, look forward for my Tooth Fairy and Changeling guides, something like that. Let me know if you want to see something else or you have other ideas. Thank you for watching and see you next time.